Hello everybody. This is an educational video about how to trade like days like yesterday, like because yesterday was kind of a FOMC day. So Powell talks about rates and everything, and as you can see, I have the Thinkorswim on demand. You can always go click on demand here on Thinkorswim, select the date and time, and charts will come up. So for those of you don't know, this is I have the setup layout here: 1 minute, 5, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily and weekly charts. Um, so anyhow, right now it's showing November 30, which is yesterday at 1:07, and we're just gonna speed it up so this goes a little bit faster. Hopefully, how fast does it go? So let's move to 1:30. Actually, I click this. I think it goes 10 minutes forward, 10 minutes forward, another 10 minutes. Okay, 128 now. So it's 128, and market before 130 that he starts talking, everything is kind of in a box. You can see here 393 is low, 396 is up. On the QQ we have because it's on demand, it takes a little bit time to load. Come on, pre-buffering. Let's go to SPY actually. Let me turn this off. Please come. Oh, have to wait a little bit, fortunately. Okay, here we go. So it's 1:30, and as you can see here, it's been in a box. A lot of names: Amazon, Apple, a lot of them. Apple was very bearish actually, and they were kind of in the box. And Meta, I had it. I told you guys about 112. So anyhow, 1:30 comes, and let's see what happens here. So the box is if it starts moving, 1:30, 125. Let me just speed it up, please. Okay, the chart doesn't show. Let me just fast forward. If it's come, just want to show you the move that happened on SPY. When it goes on demand, it's just too much data, so it's just slower. So right now the SPY, it shows 397, but this is not moving, so I'm just gonna fast forward 10 minutes maybe. Okay, $142. SPY shows 398, but the charts aren't moving. It's not loading up. Okay, so now let's go back. Now it shows it's already jumped, so I want to go back at 142. Too much data. So as you can see here at 1:30, the news came that they're gonna slow down the rate, and as you can see here, it gave a big jump. And I went to look at the options. The spread was so huge, like between buy and bid and ask, was so big. And but at that time, the first moves, you never know if it's a real one, if it can be fake, because you see it jumped and it pulls back. But as you see, when it pulls back and it comes back up again and takes over the high of previous ones, that means this is a valid reaction of market, that market wants to go up. On top of that, we get the 15 golden cross, 30 golden cross, 1 hour gets golden cross, and the 4 hour was about to golden cross too. So all these, and then at this point, if you haven't got it here, you want to wait, because right now the 1 min got overbought, so you don't know if that's gonna be the top or it's gonna move higher. You want to wait for the next golden cross on the 1 min. So you get your order ready, like for example, if you want to get next week options, or you want to get whatever expiration you want same week options or midweek for SPY or something. So you pay attention, you get your orders ready, so if this continues to jump up again, you grab it very fast. So for example, if you go to, I hope it loads fast, I'm gonna click on QQQ. Yeah, there you go. Nope, here you go. Okay, QQ, you can see that QQ, it is not loading up yet. Let me go another 10 minutes forward. So as you can see here, it jumps again, and then it gives a little in another pullback again, and then you want to wait for the next 1 minute golden cross. See, if you miss this one, you want to wait for the next one, which gives you confirmation here exactly, and then boom, here you buy it and you go, and the next target, as I posted, you can see it went to 291, and then just non-stop was running. And at this point, whenever you see a chart pattern that 15 and 30 is like this crazy up, that means, you know, this is super bullish. So, you know, this was a if you haven't get it, like exact like FOMC day, like it's not really it's too much volatile, so you don't know if this pullback is gonna come back and go red, or this one is gonna go back red. But you wait for the next one, and this gives you a validity here at this point, that you get a 1 min golden cross, and the 5 min, the bars are on the rise. You grab it and then you just hold it, because this 5 and 15 and 30, everything is upward, and the 4 hour was pointing up pre-market, pre-Powell, and then you know, once it gets a golden cross, that's it, done. And the daily too. So anyhow, let's look at the SPY. Same thing. Please load fast. Same thing here, SPY. You can see here that one tricky, that's a tricky play. Like when it comes pullback and the candle takes over the previous candle, you can buy it there, but then, you know, you can be stopped out here. But the best one to do is here, 1 min golden cross, boom. Then it's just, you want to hold it until the 5 min gives you a signal to get out. So until the 5 min, when a name is running like this, you see the indicator on 1, 5, 15, 30, everything is upward, and the 4 hour is about to golden cross. You want to hold on until the 5 min gives you a dead cross. And for example, the other name, like you go to other names, look at the Apple. Right now it's showing 2 o'clock for yesterday, for November 30. So if it comes, please, there you go. So Apple, same thing. You see here, all of them at this point at 157, once it broke like this level 143.66, and then after that it was just the sky was the limit. And for example, another name, Meta, I posted like that day, like 114 was the major level, gives you major validity that is gonna go up. And then it was inside the box, it was going up and down all day, and then once it breaks 111 and then passes 114, which has at this point happened, and you want to see, check at the 1 min. Once you see the bar is on the rise, look here, even if you miss this part and this part, once you see dark blue turns to light blue, and then you just want to buy it and hold it. If you buy like at this here, or here, you want to hold it. Why? Because the 5 min is still very, very bullish, and even though it's just pulling back a little bit, but you're still in the profit, so you're still much higher than, you know, what you paid for it. So until it doesn't go below 114, for example, you want to hold it. So even though it's giving a dead cross here, but just looking at like at Meta, it's just all these time frames are super bullish. So once it passed 115, the major level which I posted was 116, and I'm pretty sure it goes there, and you know, after that we even close at 118, I believe. So let's go to back to 10 minutes more. We go to SPY, now is 220. So as you can see here, like for example, if you bought it here at this golden cross 1 minute, even if you gave a dead cross here on the 1 min, but at this point you want to pay attention to the other time frames, 5, 15 and 30, and you can see the bars are on the rise crazily. and even if we got a 1 minute dead cross, it didn't fall. It stays in a range, and then it broke the range, and then it's going higher. At this point, the next level was 405, which it got there. And just let's go 10 minutes forward. So my whole point is, in trading, the best entries, the best result entry happens when you buy in the MACD 1 minute dead golden cross or dead cross. Like golden cross when something is jumping, dead cross when it's going down. And then you want to see the direction, what is on the 5, 15, 30, and 1 hour. And here again, you can see here that 1 min, it's giving dead cross, golden cross, but it's not falling, it's not pulling back. It's going from one range. Here you can see one range to another range. Then if it breaks this range, goes to the next one. Now you can see it's 230. So let's go to the next one. It's 243. Let me see if it's load up. Still 402. Let me just load up here and we go to 3 o'clock. Okay, so now we're in the 3 p.m. So you can see here the 5 min is starting giving you dark blue bar, but it's not dead cross yet. The 15 and 30 is super bullish. The 1 hour, just look at this, how the difference between these bars, how crazy these bars big it is. In this situation, it's about risk management. Why? Because it is possible. We have the target 405, and we got a dark blue bar, which shows signs of slowdown, but it's not dead cross yet. And even if you want to have another entry, this could be another good entry here. That the TTM squeeze goes from red to yellow. So here could have been a good entry to buy it and hold it until it goes to the next level. The 5 min until it's not dead cross, it's still possibility to go higher. And at this point, if you bought it earlier and it's still holding, you want to pay attention to the higher time frame, which is 15 and 30. Until you don't see 15 curving down on the MACD or giving you dark blue bar, it can continue higher, which it did. So we go to 307. Let's actually go forward 10, this 317. Because it's on demand, it takes up to load. So here you go. So here we got a golden cross. It jumps up. If you bought it exactly at that golden cross and it pulls back, you get a little bit disappointed, but you want to pay attention to the TTM squeeze. TTM squeeze, the bars are on the rise. So right now, and then on top of that, if you go to other names, you will see that the IV is on the rise. It's hard to click on the other names because it takes forever to load. And the 5 min, you can see here, it's not dead crossing. The MACDs are parallel going up. So for moves like this, you want to pay attention to the range. Like for example, it came here, established a range. Once it break out the range, the top of the range, which was like here 403.46, once it breaks out, boom, it can go to the next level. Here from 403.46, it's just running up. Now it's gonna go to 405.97, and until you don't, and you can see here the 5 min still is an overbought zone. Until it's not coming out of it, it can continue staying there and going higher and higher. And let's go to 330, 345. Let's actually bring 4 o'clock, so when the market closed. So as you can see here, when it come here, so a lot of people thought, okay, that's it, 402, that's probably much it, that's not gonna go higher. But you can see here, it broke the range. It broke the range at 245, almost 3 o'clock. So at 3 o'clock, when it broke the range here, it continued going up. The MACD 1 minute, it never give you a dead cross until here, which tagged tag the target 405.97, and then end of the day, we got the TTM squeeze again, another jump here, and the last 10 minutes we got another jump up to high of the day. And as you can note here, the TTM squeeze on the 15 and 30, it never give you a dark blue bar. It just parallel goes up and it never curved down. And the 5 min, yes, it did give a dead cross at 340 almost. So that was probably a good place here to take profit. But that's how progressively locking profit works. So you can lock some profit here, run the rest, and then lock the rest later. Looking at the Apple, if it loads up, thank God. So another thing on Apple here, Apple jumped, so and then it established a range. Once it broke out of this range, you want to hold it until the 5 min gives you a dark blue bar. So it gives here 146.53, and at that point, you know, you can progressively lock profit or put a stop loss and enjoy the rest of the profit. Amazon, for example, Amazon was actually weak, so this is actually a good example. Apple, same thing, broke the range, boom, from here, from almost 2 o'clock to 220 was a perfect run, and then it pulled back. It gives a dead cross on the 5 min, but when it came down here again, gives a 1 minute golden cross at 3 o'clock, and then that was a good entrance here, and then you go and enjoy it until next level, which was 95.96, and then at that point it's just in overbought zone. You want to wait until you see you see, like, you know, the MACD curves down. Another name is Nvidia, was crazy too actually. Nvidia, same thing here. So it goes to 164, which was a major level, and then after that, when you see another, when it comes here, like for example 164 was the target, so I would probably take profit right here when I see the pullback coming. But then, you know, if you want to re-enter it again, you can see here at almost 230, like Nvidia again at 230 started rising up, starting getting out of because if you look here, there's a parallel going down, there's a parallel channel going down, then it break out and goes up straight. So it comes down and then it gives a golden cross here, which pulls back again, and then the second one was a valid one, and it was just non-stop until the close, and here we get a dead cross here out. So the rest, you know, you can use the stop loss if you're in the profit, and then enjoy the rest. Tesla, another example. It was very weaker actually than other names. Tesla, that was very interesting. You can see it, every name jumped. So Tesla, it jumped, it pulled back, and then here it broke this box. It broke that box, 185, went to the target 189, and then after that it was just a little bit weak, and you can see here the IV was dying. But end of the day, the news came and broke the 191 level, which was the high, almost the high of like at 230. It broke that, and then end of the day had a bigger run. Microsoft was another example like that too, I think. Yes, you can see here. So when you see the 5 min continues going up, you want to hold it, and then if it's staying in a range, you want to continue holding it until it breaks the range down. In this case, it break the range up, so you, even though you're getting dark blue bar, it's a good still chance to hold it. And then when you get light blue bar again, that's when it's gonna squeeze and go higher again. What else? Another name, Google. Nothing exciting, same thing there, same strategy. That's pretty much it. So I just wanted to show you guys like what the whole key point is, that you want to pay attention to the let me actually look at SPX too. SPX was very interesting because the target was 430, which was the high of previous weeks, and then once you get there, you see it cools down. A lot of people lock profit there, but then it broke the range at 437, and then after it broke, you can see here there was a non-stop riding the SMA, simple moving average. So once it was riding above it, you want to hold it until it goes below it. You can see here they touch down each other and goes up again. So 1 minute on SPX again, you can see here it gives a golden cross, and then after here 430 it was just non-stop the MACD without dead cross. It gives a dead slow dead cross here, like soft dead, it was about to dead cross, but then it was just jumping. And you want to pay attention to these candles, like, you know, you can have your order ready. When you see a jump, you want to grab it right away, because that can be a start of beginning of another rise up. So it rise up, and then end of the day was just high of the day was end of the day, because when you see like 1530 MACD, all these are up, most likely high of the day is exactly like when the market closes. That's pretty much it. So hopefully this helps you guys in situation like this. The whole point is that you want to pay attention when something is rising up. You want to pay attention to the range that is staying. Once it breaks the range, goes to the next target. Breaks the range, goes to the next target. All right, thank you, and hope you helps you. Thank you. Bye.